welcome back to day 5 of your Strong, Mobile, and Sexy series workout targeting our arms today. Of course, a little bit of shoulder stability, but mainly our biceps and tricep complex here for strengthening our arms. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. But before we get started, we will be needing some weights. I have my medium set here and my lighter set and an optional band. I'm using an elastic band today, so that way you can stretch a little bit. And we only need this in the warm-up portion. If you do not have a band, no worries at all. If you have a towel, just go ahead and mid-size towel. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into the mobility warm-up. So for our warm-up today, we'll be using this in just a second, but we're gonna have a seat, or again, you can be in a chair or a bench surface. I'm just gonna do it on the floor here. But we're gonna go ahead and open up through the arms here. We're gonna lengthen through the chest, the lats, the arms. Inhale here. Palms facing up towards the sky, and then exhale, we're gonna go ahead and touch your fingertips towards your shoulder or directly on your shoulders here. Again, repeating, open, inhale here, and exhale, bring it in. And the main thing here is that we are not lowering the arms, right? As you get tired, you might wanna do this number, right? Do not do this because you're not gonna feel it in anything activating here. So we wanna make sure it's nice and in that T position as we come in and out. And the main thing here also is to squeeze your navel back towards your spine, so you're also activating into the core. Yes, who knew? Our arms working today is also gonna bring a little bit of core engagement. Actually, fun fact, core is always engaged, whether you're doing a lower body or upper body workout, it's always there because it's what supports us in the center. Nice. Looking good, everyone. We're gonna do last 3 right here. Do not bring those arms down. Keep breathing through it. Nice work. And you're also gonna feel a little bit of your back working today, which is a plus. Nice, let's go last 1 right here. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Now let's go ahead and place back your fingertips on your shoulders. And we're gonna do nice circles back first. So we're gonna do 10 circles back, and then we're gonna do forward in just a second. But the main thing here again is that you're not rounding through the back, right? Do not do this. And do not also do this, right? It's pretty common sense, but you know, just like to make sure everyone's on the same page here. Really breathing through it here. Now that you got the motion down, bringing your breath, inhaling when those elbows come down towards the earth, and then exhale as we open up behind. Nice, looking good, y'all. Let's do last 1 right here. And let's go ahead and reverse it right here. Keeping your shoulders healthy is so important. Believe it or not, everything is connected, although we are doing our arms today and a little bit of our wrist strengthening, to be completely honest, because we're doing a lot of gripping work. It's so important to keep your shoulders healthy, because a lot of times if your shoulders are not healthy and they're strong, right, you're gonna start to feel it all over. You're gonna start to feel not only in your arms, but also a lot of people have wrist sensitivity, and that's a huge reason that's connected to shoulder instability and weak shoulders. Again, I hate to use weak and strong terminology, but that's the easiest way how I can explain it. That makes the most sense. Nice, last 1, forward circle, breathing deeply here. And let's go ahead and slowly come out of it. Nice work. All right, one of the last things we're gonna be doing for our mobility warm-up is going to be our overhead with the band. So we're gonna go ahead, or again, if you have the towel, it's gonna look very similar. So if you have a towel, you're just gonna hold it so that there is a little bit more in the center here. So it's about shoulder distance here. We're just gonna go ahead and inhale at the bottom here, and then exhale, really pull the band and or towel outwards simultaneously as you lift up. And a reminder, do not do this yet. We're doing that in just a moment, but we wanna make sure it's your chest height to start. So inhaling at the bottom, slight bend in those elbows, exhaling to pull outwards. All right, now if you have the band, like me, we're just gonna strap it in between your forearms here. And we're gonna go ahead and slightly bend a little bit further and then open to the side here. So wherever we are, we're gonna collectively do our front raises, really squeezing through the band and or towel or body weight. If you don't have any of those right now that you can't have access to, you can do this number. It's not gonna be as tough. So if you would like to take it up a notch and you are body weight, I would highly recommend coming into a Superman and doing Superman lifts And this is gonna be a little bit more challenging, especially if you decide to do the body weight version. Nice, looking good, everyone. Keep breathing through it. Awesome. We just have 3 more coming up after this one right here. Again, really visualizing those muscles working here. Nice. Let's go, last one. Breathing here. And let's go ahead and slowly come into our last overhead. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the band up. We're gonna do a nice pulse out and then slowly back down all the way. Again, lifting, exhale, press, open, close, and then slowly come out of it. Again, with the towel, we're still here. Pull the towel away from the midline, back into center. Keep a nice grip. Do not let the towel sag in the center. Keep it nice and tight the whole time. Open the towel away, close the towel, keep it tight. And if you're on the floor, we are still here, but you're now adding an open, close pulse with your hands, literally. Just an open, close motion with the palms facing each other. Nice. Everyone, wherever we are, we're gonna do last 4 more reps right here. Really taking your time with these here. And this exercise series, wherever you are on the floor or with the towel or with the band, is really gonna help with some of our muscle groups, accessory groups that we don't tend to work on, right? Because we always focus on the bigger muscle groups in our arms. So this is gonna help with our heavier lifts by working and strengthening our accessory groups that tend to be on the weaker side. Nice, looking good. This is last one right here. And let's go ahead and slowly now come out of the warm-up. So we're finished with the band and our towel, and we're gonna come out of it. Now, we're gonna go ahead and start with some of my OG favorites. We're gonna start with our heavier set today, and we're gonna come into either a tall kneeling, or you can do this seated on a bench surface, or coming all the way up, standing, and we're gonna do tricep extensions right here. If you are in the standing position, we're gonna make sure those feet are in hip distance apart, so we're not like here, but we're also not like this, right? And we're gonna go ahead and come back into our tricep extensions. So the main thing here is to keep your elbows nice and close to you. Do not open them, do not do this, right? It's not good for your shoulders and your muscle groups that we're engaging. So you wanna make sure closing everything here, lifting the dumbbell away, slightly bent at the top. Do not hyperextend those elbows, and then slowly, slowly hover back down. All right, if you haven't already, we already started here. Nice deep inhale towards the bottom. Exhaling to lift up into extensions. So not only are we gonna feel this in the triceps predominantly, but we're also doing a shoulder stability here. Nice work, everyone. We're almost there, shooting for 8 to 10 really, really good quality reps for strength and or other repetition ranges in the description down below. Nice, looking good. Let's go, last 3. Breathing through, keep that core and navel drawn in towards behind you. Last one after this one right here. Boom, and let's go ahead and slowly recover. Nice work, everyone. Now we're gonna go ahead, grab our 2 dumbbells, our either heavier set or lighter set, whatever floats your boat. And we're gonna come into some bicep curls, but here's the kicker. We're gonna go ahead and hold at the very end. So it's gonna look like this. We're gonna start with double bicep curls. So here we wanna make sure we're closing your elbows towards your midline today. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice deep inhale at the bottom. Exhale as we bring the dumbbells up towards your chest. And then slowly, slowly, slow and controlled, really counting down 3, 2, 1, and then slightly bend those elbows. Do not hyperextend at the bottom. Slightly keep it engaged so your biceps are still engaged, and then exhaling to bring it all the way back up again. And again, you can do this in a standing position or on the bench. It's gonna look very, very similar here. The main thing here is to really focus on the motion down. So do not swing with momentum, right? If you are doing that, please change your weights. Please lighten the load and take it nice and slow. So again, the tempo, counting 3, 2, 1, and then up for 1. Nice, looking good, everyone. So again, you wanna keep those elbows close to you so you really, really engage in that front line here, because the moment you open up your elbows, right, you're gonna not feel it as much. So Want to make sure to close it. So we're really getting the maximum efficient workout today for the muscle groups that we are targeting today. Nice. Looking good, everyone. Let's go last one. Really, really good quality repetition right here, all the way up. And let's go ahead and bring it all the way back down. And then on your next inhalation, bring it halfway. Hold it right here. So keeping your elbows close to your midline. Do not let those shoulders come up towards your ears. Relax your shoulders down. Squeeze your core a little bit stronger. Squeeze your biceps a little bit more. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Breathing. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Great work. All right, next up, you already know the drill, some of our OG classics, hammer curls. Let's go ahead and do alternating size hammer curls again, keeping your elbows close to your midline. We're inhaling at the bottom, exhaling, bring that dumbbell up, curl. Same tempo here, so 3, 2, 1, all the way down. And then once you hit the one down, we're bringing the other one up for 1, and then 3, 2, 1, and then down, switch sides. Nice, looking good, everyone. Awesome work. Do you feel it in your arms yet? Nice. Again, this is a no repeat series, so it's gonna go by pretty quickly here. So do not give up on me. If you do need to take a quick break or anything like that, make sure to pause the video and take a quick water break. But again, I'm always gonna be here because I am not gonna be taking a break. But again, you get to choose since you are at your own house or your gym, wherever you are, and have the luxury to do that. Nice, looking good, everyone. Really squeeze that core a little bit more, a little bit stronger. We have one more on each side. Keep breathing through, you got it. Nice. Really feeling those muscles engage, really visualize what we're working on right here. Nice. And let's go ahead and slowly lower down. Now go ahead and inhale, exhale, hold in that center position. Now in the hammer curls, we're keeping the elbows bent close to you again. Hold in here, squeeze your butt cheeks together, squeeze your core together in the center. Holding for last 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Nice work, everyone. Let's go ahead and take the dumbbells aside for just a second. We're gonna come into a quick body weight exercise. My favorite, if you don't know. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, I'm a huge sucker for body weight exercise in combination with heavy lifts. So for my friends, don't be alarmed, this is single arm tricep push-up. So for level 1, we're gonna go ahead and keep your front elbow down. So I'm on my left side, my left palm is gonna be on my right shoulder. So the other arm can just be relaxed here, or if you need a little bit more support for level 1, again, keeping your elbow down, but also the fingertips down, lifting, squeeze your inner thighs, knees together in the center, up, exhale here, and then inhale to hover. Do not let yourself collapse at the bottom. The moment you do this, you're not gonna feel it in your triceps here. So please, please, please keep yourself hovered as much as you can. Even if it's like a little bit off the floor, no worries. If you do need to come down all the way, no worries, reset, and then come back to lift, and then reset every time if you do need to take it. But for my friends, please try to challenge yourself for the hover. Now for level 2, we're gonna go ahead and come all the way, or I should say, right here, and we're gonna keep that elbow bent the whole time. Now, if you do need to put the palm down all the way, feel free to do that so that your wrists don't feel or bear most of the weight here. But we're mainly focusing on putting our body weight in the side for the oblique and the tricep complex here. Now for level 3, we're gonna take it up. We're gonna go ahead and hold extension all the way to the top. Hold in the center. 1, 2, 3 before hovering down, all right? Lift and then hover. 3, 2, 1, and then lower down to hover all the way to the floor. All right, wherever we are, let's go ahead and get to work. Level 1, level 2, level 3, everyone is right here collectively. Nice work, everyone. Awesome work. And here you should already start to feel a really, really intense activation through the tricep complex, through everything here for the obliques as well. The top oblique is also working here, so it's a 3-in-1 situation, and also our shoulder stability. Nice, everyone. Let's go, last 3 more reps right here. Whichever level you are, I'm so proud of y'all. These are not easy. That's why I love them so much, because they really target the muscle groups that we're trying to get through today. Last one coming up right here. Let's get it, everyone. Make this your best rep for this side, and let's go ahead and slowly recover. And you already know the drill. We're switching to the other side. Nice. All right, who knew body weight exercises could be so challenging, right? In combination with our heavy lifts. That's why it gets challenging, because if you do this alone, it's not to say it's not challenging, but it's gonna be less intense. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Whatever level we are on, we're all here at the same time. Nice. Awesome work, everyone. And reminder, whatever level you are in, we are keeping that top palm onto that shoulder as support. You can also grip onto your shoulder a little bit so that you really get yourself lifted and squeeze those inner thighs together. If you are having some trouble getting off the floor, no worries at all. You can also take a little bit of a stance where the back leg is on the floor and allowing yourself to lift up this way as well. But I tend to find it a little bit easier with the knees together, because you can really squeeze your inner thighs together and then lifting inch by inch off the floor. Nice work, everyone. Keep breathing through it. Awesome. We just have 3 more right here. Keep breathing through it. When it gets challenging, using your breath work here to bring yourself up on an exhalation, and then inhale to bring it back down. Nice. Last one right here. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Great work, everyone. Let's go ahead and come back all the way to a tall kneeling and or bench or standing position. Now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab my lighter set. We're almost at the finish line right here. We're gonna go ahead and do some lifts around the world / front raise situation. So it's gonna look like this. So we're gonna go ahead and keep your palms facing away from you at the bottom. Inhale here, slightly bend into your elbows, exhale, and then as we lift up, we're gonna go ahead and bring your palms down facing the floor now, and then touch the dumbbell heads together at the top. Reminder to not bring your shoulders toward your ears, relaxing the shoulders down and away from those ears. Inhale again, down, flip those palms away, and then exhaling to bring those dumbbell heads together. Now at this top version, we should not be lifting here, but we should be right here around eye level, nose level, right here. Nice, all right. Wherever we are, whether you're in tall kneeling, seated or standing, let's go ahead and begin right here. Nice. And again, this one is not gonna feel as intense like we just did on the floor, but it should feel very engaged and active into our tricep complex, our bicep complex at the bottom, and a little bit of our lats and shoulder stability working as well with the core. Nice, looking good, everyone. Keep breathing through it here. Making sure you're checking into your form, and if you are in a standing position, also making sure that you're not bringing yourself like this, right? If you do find yourself, the spine is loaded up here, the weights are a little bit heavy, so please make sure to adjust the weights accordingly. Again, my series, I wanna make sure everyone's lifting safely and also lifting to the best that your body can lift, right? If you're tired and you're pushing yourself with an unhealthy weight that you might not want to use, or your body might not want to use, or your mind might want to use it, but I've been in those situations where it might feel light at first, but if you're really engaging all the muscle groups that you're working, you really should start to feel it. Nice, looking good, everyone. We have 3 more right here. Breathing nice deep, inhale down, exhale, bring it up. Nice work. We just have last one coming up right here. You got it. Boom. And let's go ahead and slowly shake it off. All right, we're coming into some of our last exercises today. We're gonna go ahead and come back in the center. We're gonna go ahead and lift the dumbbells up. Now we're gonna go ahead and come into a T. So now my palms are facing downwards, and we're gonna go ahead and close now. So we're opening to the side in a T. Do not let those arms come down. And then close back in the center. Now we're in that chest level here. So do not bring it to eye level, but chest level. Nice. Bring yourself in a T and then close the T. Nice. So already, if you're doing this, you should already start to really start to feel your triceps engage, your shoulder stability, all that good stuff. Now, if for some reason your arms are not feeling it and you do not want to use dumbbells, feel free to do this in a body weight version. It's still going to be very challenging because we've been doing a lot of lifting with the dumbbells. So if you do find yourself need to adjust for the dumbbells, feel free to come into a body weight version as well. It's still going to be very challenging. Or even do this in a Superman position if you want to come off the weights and still get a challenge for the back as well. Nice. Looking good, everyone. Let's go 3 more. Nice deep inhale on the forward. Exhale, open. Nice. Checking in with your back. Squeeze that navel back. Last one right here. Awesome work, everyone. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Shimmy it out. All right, last exercise of the day. We're bringing your arms back into kind of like a goalkeeper stance, right? And from here, we're gonna go ahead and close. Now bring the dumbbell heads together back into the center. Elbows are in that 90-degree flexion. Inhale here. Exhale to open up like a goalie. All right, this is our last and final exercise of the day. So do not give up on me yet. And making sure the shoulders, right, do not come like this, right? If you do need to take a pause and reset, if you do find yourself coming out of the form, feel free to shimmy it out for a second and then come right into it. Nice, but the whole time, keeping those elbows nice and high in that 90-degree flexion. Do not let it come down, right? The moment you let it come down, you're not gonna feel it in your triceps or your lat muscles. So keep breathing through it. Nice work, everyone. We're almost done. Stay with me for last 3. Breathe in, using the breath work here. 2 more, you got this. I believe in you. Yes, last one. Right here, make this your best one of the day. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Woo, do you feel those muscles working? Wow, that was a great workout. All right, for those who have to leave, my friends, please hop off now. But for my friends who like to join in a mini cool down, let's go ahead and bring one arm, doesn't matter which one, out to the side, thread the other one in front, and feeling the tricep stretch right here. You can even feel free to close the eyes here. We did such an amazing job for not only our bigger muscle groups, triceps and biceps, but also into the little muscle groups that we don't usually tend to think about. That's gonna help with your lifts in the future to prevent injury and strengthen the complex little muscle groups that we don't usually do on our own. Nice. Let's take a few more breaths on this side. And let's go ahead and take that same arm. We're gonna go ahead and bring it over behind your back. Now the opposite palm is gonna pull, just a nice gentle pull on that top elbow. And you can even lean to the side for the opposite side of the arm that is stretching here and gently coming into a beautiful oblique stretch, lat stretch, sideline stretch, or you can just simply hold in the center, whatever feels good for your body today. But listening to your body, do not aggressively pull yourself in a stretch that doesn't feel good, right? If it feels a little bit tension or it feels kind of painful, do not come into the deeper form. Again, just coming into a form that feels the best for you today. Beautiful. Last breath on this side. And let's go ahead and slowly now switch to the other side, starting with our triceps and shoulder, frontal shoulder stretch. I hope that y'all enjoyed this workout and hopefully everyone is enjoying this series so far. I really hope that you are learning something from this series. That is my hope, and let me know what y'all like to see in the future. I'm always working on new series every month, so if you are new here, welcome, and welcome to the family. All right, let's go ahead and bring that same arm back into our overhead / sideline stretch if you'd like to take that version, and feel free to keep the eyes closed if you'd like. Again, this is our time to just reflect, to thank your body, to really connect with your body. since most of the days of our lives we are with other people and or working for other people. So this is your time. It's time to be selfish sometimes and take care of you so that you can take care of others and showing up for not only yourself, but for the people that you care about. Nice. We'll take the last few moments on this side here. Really getting deep into this side. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and slowly now open that up. Let's go ahead and come into our forearm stretch and our frontal stretch here for the biceps. So you can either come onto standing position or tall kneeling and gently pull the fingertips down here for this nice, beautiful stretch on each side. Or you can come both arms onto the floor in a kneeling position and coming forward and backwards here. You can even take circles or side-to-side positions and really get in deeply for your stretch here in the arms. Nice. Awesome work, everyone. Wherever we are, you should really start to feel a nice deep stretch and really feeling your wrists gently being stretched out, really bringing those fingertips nice and open. Awesome. And if you were in this tall kneeling position, go ahead and switch sides if you haven't already. Awesome work, everyone. And if you do find a place on the floor, on the stretch, you can even hold it in that position, stop the motion right once you get a nice deep position here. Once you're like, ooh, this particular spot feels more tense today, just feel free to hold it down and just close your eyes and breathe a little bit deeper, finding more space in any tension, potential areas of tension that you might feel here. Good tension, that is, of a nice deep stretch. Nice, everyone. And let's go ahead and slowly now come out of it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in this workout. And I will see y'all for day 6. Have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.